Hello guys, it's Luca here, and today I will show you how to create a really basic tech house lounge beat in Fruit Loop Studio. So I've started out with a couple of samples just to skip the sample scouting time, so to say. So there's a kick, a clap, hi-hat, and two simple percussion samples. So let's start out with the kick. You all know how to do it, I guess, or if you're new, right click on the kick and fill every 4 steps. So this is our beat now. And as you maybe know, the clap goes for every second kick. So let's add the clap. Like that. That's the beginning of the beat, I guess. So, and then the hi-hat, and it goes between the kicks, the kick and the clap, to get that, to fill the holes, so to say. So when you got this simple beat, you can start playing around with the percussion, and the percussion adds the groove to the track, and groove is a really essential part in tech house and lounge, as tech house and lounge isn't that melodic, so you have to fill the gaps with a real nice groove. So let's see here what we can do with the percussion. Something like that, I guess. It's pretty cool. Maybe something like this could work. And I want every second on the last perk to be a little bit silencer. So I don't know if that's a word. Yeah, something like that. That's our really basic house beat. So what I like to do with all my tracks, or at least the majority, is to pull a swing meter up. And what swing does, it simply adds the groove to the track in at the push of a button, simply. So I can show you what it does. If you listen to the kick now, it's just like do 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 do. But if we add some swing to it, it adds, as you hear, some groove, some swing, quantifies the kick. So if we add some swing to the track, it sounds like this. And what you don't see in the piano roll is that the swing actually moves notes around in the piano roll. So for example, this one, it says it's on the beat, but it's actually not. It's quantized a bit to the right to add the swing. So yeah, that's what swing does. So now when we have this beat, we can add some, I don't know, some reverb to the percussion. And I usually do this with the ambience, as it's my favorite reverb plugin at the moment. So let's add some. Just a little notch of reverb, like that. And now we want some kind of stab, some kind of melodic element to the track. So let's open this one, just a sample pack with some chords and stabs, and let's find something. There's so many. Yeah, this one is pretty cool. So what I like to do with my small samples or audio samples is to right click on them and click the Fruity Granulizer channel. And what this does, it allows you to play notes on the stabs. So, but it sounds kind of weird right now, so you have to maximize the hold, so it gets that clean sound. So let's find some good notes for this one. So it sounds a little bit dry at the moment. So what we can do is to right click on a mixer, on a mixer channel I mean, and route it to a channel. So when we have done that, we can add some reverb to it to make it a little bit more alive and not so stale. So let's do that. Add some ambience to it again. Something like that. And now let's add some EQ to the stab, just for it to not interfere too much with the bass and the kick later on. So let's lower these frequencies, and we can higher these. But a good rule is to never higher stuff. But I like to higher my chords and stabs a little bit to the right side, a little bit on the high end. Yeah, stuff like that's pretty cool. And what we can do now is to add some sidechain from the kick to the stab, so it doesn't interfere with the kick. And so the first thing you want to do is to bind your kick to a channel in the mixer, and I've already done that. And what you want to do then is to click on the kick and then click on this little arrow below the stab, and you see this line pop up. And it's usually like this the first time you bind it to the track, but you want to lower this down. Otherwise the kick will also get the same effects as the stab. I mean the ambience and the EQ, and you don't want that to happen, obviously. So when you've done that and you see this little line, you can open the limiter on the stab. And this is just the way. There's millions of ways to do this, the sidechaining of Fruit Loops. But what I want to do, like to do, is to do it with the limiter and compression. So go to compression on limiter and go to 1 on the sidechain, and that enables the sidechain to work. And then we can lower the threshold and up the ratio a little bit, and it sounds like this. And as you hear, it adds a little bit of bounce to the stab, and that allows the track to breathe a little bit, and the mixing and everything sounds a lot better. Yeah, and now for the fun part. We want the bass in a track, obviously. So let's just add any sample, right click, replace, and go to 3x oscillator. Let's find that one. 3x oscillator, where are you? There. So when you have this up, you need to select the sine wave on all of the 3 ones and lower the course. And we're left with this, and it's simple as a bass. It's really easy to do. And a small thing I also like to do is to add some portamento on this tab. So go to this tab and click on portamento and mono to get the monophonic phonic mode, not mood, and you upper the slide to get the sliding effect between the notes. So let's find the correct note for this tab. Yeah, that sounds okay. So when we have found the right key for the stab, we can create a basic bass line. So let's improvise a bit. Sometimes it's good just to go with the basics. I mean, just 2 notes or something. Usually sounds really good. So now we want to link the bass to a mixing channel and add some sidechaining to that too. And now you already probably know how to do the sidechaining part. It's the same as before, basically. Let's fill the gaps. And as we have the sliding notes, we can make it slide on the second note. To give it a cool effect, you know. And another thing I also like to do with my bass is to cut off the frequencies that are not basically used. So if you open the EQ and click on this one two times to the right, you get this one, and you just drag the right one to here somewhere, and it lets the mixing breathe and the bass not to affect other synths and stabs in the track, basically. Yeah, so this is our track. It's really basic, and as I said, it's just for beginners of tech house and lounge, and it's a good starting point for your track. So I hope you guys enjoy this this part, and I hope you learned something new. And if you don't, I hope I can teach you something new in the next video. So take care, and see you in the next one.